I keep hearing inside that you're being tested. I'm being tested. And I guess the test is to see how far will I go to prove my innocence to the people outside who have no clue what I've been through, what I went through. And it still hurts because you pour your love into somebody, and you think that thing is real. And the whole time, it was just a game to them. The whole time, you thought you fell in love with somebody real, but it was just a mask. It was just a mask that you fell in love with. It was never that real person. And no matter what they put you through, all the pain, all the lying, all the physical abuse, emotional, mental, spiritual abuse, you still hung on to them because you thought that they could heal, that whatever was going on, you didn't want to just split apart. You wanted to work on things. You wanted to make things right between you and that person. But instead, they just looked at you as weak. They preyed on you. They liked to hurt you. They loved it. It's so sick how sick people can be. It's so sick how people like that can exist in this world. Many people call them demons. I truly feel like, yeah, they're demons. My ex, Cariel Bay, is a demon, y'all. And I'm doing all I can to prove my innocence in this matter. No matter if she tries to say that we was never together, whatever the case was, I don't know what she gonna do. And, it's just, it's messed up, y'all. It's it's messed up. I got proof. I got her mail. It ain't hard to look up stuff in public records. It's not hard to get mugshots, you know what I'm saying? I spoke to her ex, and she did the same thing to her, but worse. And then one of the other exes of hers is not even on the internet no more, so I can't get in touch with him. But I know his name. His Moorish appellation was Elmore Bay, but then he changed it to Yeshua. It's sick, y'all. It's sick. And I'm on X now, I'm on Twitter, back on Twitter, and I'm speaking my truth. Kenrael Bay, also known as Kendra LaShawn Starks. I'm putting full government out there. Why? It's already in public documents. It's not like you can't look it up. Public records. Nothing is actually private. But it's just really messed up, So, like, I'm collecting evidence to prove, like, hey, no, me and her was together. There's videos and pictures of her in my car, okay? Like, I got the exact locations. The Journey to the Dark Sun video. Journey with the Dark Sun. On her TikTok. Probably on her Instagram. I'm blocked on that. I can't see nothing. But on her YouTube, too. I'm the one that's rapping in the background. She's sitting in the passenger seat right here. You see this? This is in the video. The messed up door. You see all that. You see the window. You know what I'm saying? It's all there. She got a TikTok picture reel where she's holding a wooden sword. I got that too. That's in the trunk though. But I'll show proof of that. She got a TikTok reel where she's holding my nunchucks, my wooden nunchucks with the green thread. I got that too. Like, I have actual physical proof. There's a video with her ringing my now I don't know what happened to the wand, but she was ringing my sound bowl. It's much dirtier now. It used to be shiny. She was holding it just like this and we was in the Days Inn Hotel in Grand Junction, Colorado. Like, I got names, I got receipts. Like, you know, have no oh goodness, I have no reason to lie, and it's just really sick. Like that, people like that really exist, and then they flip the whole script and they turn everybody against you, and they take your energy and take everything from you and make it their own. It's so sick, y'all. It's so sick. And I know in the very end, that everything will be revealed. We still in full moon energy. So I know she did a ritual back in new moon. You know, she does rituals. She's a witch. She does that shit. She dies in dark magic. And now for some reason I notice like everything's being flipped on me. Like everybody like I'm the I'm the victim here, and I'm being looked at like the villain. You know, same thing with the shelter, Bybee Lakes Hope Center. I had finally got into it. You know, she ended up being there, and then got me kicked out saying I was stalking her. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? No, you're stalking me. You stalk my social media all the fucking time, my YouTube all the time. I had a blocker on everything, on everything. And then I got I got voice messages and screenshots of my conversation with her ex, saying a lot of stuff, saying worse things that she did to her than she did to me. Like, had I had been with her long term, I think I would not be here living, y'all. She has threatened to kill me before. You know, I saved her from suicidal attempts, all that shit, man. I cut a goddamn phone cord from her neck in Colorado, in Grand Junction, Colorado, in the hotel room. She was trying to kill herself. She tried to kill off herself with my gun, with my firearm, legally registered. All that shit, y'all. You know, all the video evidence with me and her together that was on YouTube, whatever, she deleted it all. You know, like she's trying to delete any evidence. But I have evidence. I got Cash App receipts. I got DoorDash receipts. When she was asking me to send her DoorDash, to send her food when she lived in Maryland, in Bladenburg, Maryland, at her mother's address. I got DoorDash receipts. When we broke up, I had deleted a lot of stuff on my phone, you know, because I didn't think I had to go this far. I didn't think that she was going to completely flip the whole story and play victim and make me look like I was the aggressor, like I was the abuser. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I should have kept those videos and pictures and shit. But I do have some pictures of me and her together. Like maybe 3 pictures with me and her together in my car. And then when we was in Brookings, Oregon, at Chetco Library, like I got names, places. You know, I got numbers of people who like core at Brookings helped the homeless out. I got the agent who we spoke to, Sandy. I got the business card, all that stuff. Like I could get actual legal evidence. Like, hey, yeah, this Kendra Starks is Kendrayelle Bays. She's the same person. Me and her was together. It's proven. Shoot, there's even ring camera footage that my dad got, and she stayed with me at my dad's house a few nights, a few weekends. Yeah, like, and that's way back in Newport News, Virginia. Like I'm giving names, I'm giving all that stuff. You look on her TikTok, man. This stuff from the city center in uptown Newport News, the Jefferson Commons City Center. When we was together out there before we left, there's videos of us traveling through the mountains and shit. It's all there now. But now that I make this a video, why she deleted it? It ain't gonna be there no more. It's alright, yo. It's alright. I got enough evidence. And then, you know, a wise elder, she knows that me and her was together. Shoot, we was about to have a baby, you know, but she lost the baby. I don't know. At this point, I don't even know if she was really pregnant. She might have been lying about that. She looked like she was. her stomach, her womb area was getting a little lump, and she was like gaining a little weight. So I think she was pregnant and then lost the baby. We had a black kitten, a tuxedo kitten named Keo. You know, he ended up dying. We thought he was a she at first. We named her or him Goddess Keo. You know, there's this video and picture proof of us at this Buddhist temple in Portland. By the way, it's in Portland. I could get stuff on that. You know what I mean? Like videos of me singing in the background, and she's in the video cameras on her only, and she's singing or whatever in this car. Like she can't try to disprove that we even was with each other or even knew each other, in case she tried to go that far. These narcissists are dangerous, y'all. Like, they literally will flip the script. I broke her mask and I seen through her for what she was. And after that, she went on a whole campaign of playing victim and making me the villain. Whole campaign. But I got video evidence. And I'm going to be posting it all on my Twitter. All on my X account. This is why it's important to do background checks on people that you think about, dating or whatever, even just messing around. She has criminal, she has first and second degree assault on her record. I don't have none of that shit. I got some damn speeding tickets. That's it. And then her ex told me all about a lot of shit, like what those charges was from. Her and her mom jumping somebody at her workplace. You know what I'm saying? That she told me that her mom got her kicked out of her workplace so that she was blackmailed. She couldn't work nowhere knows that she didn't want to work. She want to leech off people. That's all she ever want to do. She came to me. She hit me through my Truth Social, asking, do I still write? I said, write songs. I already knew who she was because I knew her. I spoke to her on the phone when she was with Elmore Bay out in Richmond, Virginia. Because I already spoke to him. Me and him was supposed to link up, but someone was just telling me no, it won't write time. And especially when she got with him, someone was really telling me it wasn't right. So we never linked up. Then they ended up breaking up, and then I didn't know that though. And then she hits me up. We start talking. I'm already out of my relationship. We start talking. Da 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 da. She flirting with me or whatever. I'm flirting back. I'm like, hey, I want to see you. She came the same freaking day. I got an Airbnb in Hampton, Virginia, and she came that night. Whatever, we chill, we talk. Then the second night, things got a little frisky, And then after that, it was just like we was just together the whole time for the most part. Now I had to go down to Florida to get to close a storage unit down out in Tampa. She rode with me. We drove my car. Did we drive my car or did we drive her car? No, it was my car. We drove all the way down to Tampa, Florida. And we traveled all through Florida. I was driving, she was driving. We went to the Miami area. We went all over Florida. Then we came back to Virginia. She was back and forth, Maryland, back. We were staying in hotels, and then eventually we were staying with my pops, my dad's house. And then we decided we was just going to leave. She had convinced me and got in my brain and convinced me that my father was like really my enemy. That everything, my mom was my enemy. She turned me against my father and my mother. Got me away from my family. Where I actually was grounded, had an actual good paying job, good credit, all that shit. And then we left. We just left. We didn't tell nobody. I gathered some shit. I didn't take everything. I just gathered some things, and we left. I didn't tell nobody nothing. We left. I had first I went up to Maryland, drove up there, got her, helped her pack her stuff into my car, and then we left. I think we came back to Virginia, went to my mom's house. I gathered some shit, and then we left. Yeah, Newport News, VA. Then we left, and then we just ain't looked back since. We drove through like what 15 or 14 states. We stayed in Colorado, Grand Junction, Colorado, for 2 months at the Days Inn, the only Days Inn in Grand Junction, and you know, and then as we was leaving Grand Junction, as we was leaving Colorado, I was doing DoorDash, and we heard some kittens. Well, she heard them first, and I found a litter of kittens, stray kittens. One came out, and it was the tuxedo cat that we had. Unfortunately, we couldn't take care of her or him, but he ended up passing away. And Nana Kwame, who was a wise brethren on YouTube, on WhatsApp, he said that he died protecting me or us from what seemed like a spiritual attack. She kept pointing it out. What does he mean it seemed like a spiritual attack? To this day, I think she killed him with her dark magic. Her ex told me that she always had a cruelty towards animals. She never trusted her with any of her animals, that she stole her cats and all that stuff. Kiel, she stole her cat, Kiel, which was a Maine Coon. She stole her black cat from her, all that shit. And then Kenriel swear that that black cat that her ex got is hers, but it was actually her ex's. Her ex told me Kenriel got her kicked out of one of her places, all that shit, y'all. This woman is a leech. She's a leech. She got into my brain and made me hate people. She didn't want me to have no friends. When we got to Brookings, Oregon, I met this guy named Jordan. White dude named Jordan. He was with his girlfriend at the time. She was like, 8 months pregnant or so, 6, maybe 6. I don't know. She had a big belly though, and he taught us some spiritual stuff on help clearing our chakras, opening up our chakras, our heart center, and all that stuff. That was the first time I ever went to my heart center. And I ended up getting a job out there. She was working too. We was working in the same restaurant, the KFC Taco Bell in Brookings, Oregon. It's only one out there. Y'all could look it up. It's proof. She was working there. I was working there. Then she ended up leaving or whatever. Then I ended up leaving. Then I was working at the McDonald's. And over there, Jordan was working at the Burger King. And he parked there too because he was living out of his truck. And we was living out of our car. We used to park next to him because we used to just talk every day. And he told me that. So after me and her broke up and I told him about it, he told me that one day I was at work and she was like cleaning the car out or some shit. And she had a big shirt on and she bent a certain way and showed her breast to him, her bare breast. And he saw it. And he said he just, was like, whoa. And that he saw her look at him through the corner of her eye. But now I'm starting to think that they fucked, y'all. After all the stories that her ex told me about how she used to just leave out the house or whatever the case was, that she was like fucking every dude, fucking everyone, fucking the Airbnb host and everything, and cheated on her multiple times. She had a problem with cheating on dudes, with dudes, and she was supposed to be lesbian, but cheating all the time. And Jordan used to take night walks because Brookings, Oregon gets dumb quiet at night. He used to take night walks by himself, and then she would start taking night walks by herself. I'm starting to think that they fucked. I remember when I brought something up to him, he just kind of didn't even answer the question. And we don't talk. He completely just stopped speaking to me completely. So I have every right to think that they had sex outside or some shit somewhere. I don't know. Nasty, y'all. And me and her, we did it a lot. She didn't care whether it was on the call, whatever. We did it a lot. Yeah, I'm airing that dirty laundry out there. No protection, no nothing. So I know she wasn't using protection with whoever else she was doing it with while we was together. It wasn't often like that because me and her was living in the car together. But when I wasn't around and she wasn't around me, there's no knowing. She was take walks and leave all the time. There was a time at the fucking Chetco Library in Brookings, Oregon, where she told me some man showed himself or was like was jerking himself to her in the library. I'm starting to think she did something to the man, made him do that. Like, why would he do that? You know, I mean, there's sick individuals out there like that, but she's a sick individual too. After just hearing everything and learning all the truth, shit, man, I'm very sure she was doing some nasty stuff behind my back. She's a user. She's a leech. She's a liar, pathological liar. Lied to so much to the point of where she'll believe in her own lies. She'll believe in her own lies, and then change the perception of reality of everyone around her and around you. Because she can fool you with a sweet face and smile and laughter, but she's really dead behind her eyes. She has multiple masks, aka multiple demons. She's a host for these things. Narcissist. She never apologized for nothing, y'all. Nothing that she ever did to me, nothing. Or the most she'd say is, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm looking back on what I did and I'm sorry." But then she would go back to doing the same fucking thing like a few days later. Nothing ever changed, y'all. Nothing. She could never appreciate me fully for all that I did for her. All she did was complain and use me. All she did. You know, yeah, she used to, "Oh, I thank you for taking care of your dynasty." AKA me and her. When I would be working DoorDash late night to pay for the hotel room. You know what I'm saying? It was like when we was kind of stable, a lot of her narcissistic traits wasn't really strong like that coming out. But they were still there. The self-absorption, the self-admiration, the wanting you to be in my... You know, I used to tell her she's beautiful all the time because she is. Physically. But that spirit is not. That spirit is rotten. You know? I truly loved her. Because I still see the little, even if it's a little spark, I still see the little spark of soul inside people. Even if they surround it in shadow and distortion. But you know, she always used to do just she would deflect and mirror everything and project all her shit onto me to make me feel like I was the one with a low vibration and I was full of distortion and shadow and all this stuff. And it was her the whole time. I am a narcissist survivor. I am a domestic violence survivor. This is some serious shit. I wouldn't make up no crap like this, y'all. I survived domestic violence. I survived narcissistic abuse. For all my narcissistic victims out there, you know that shit is some serious shit. And mentally, they really fuck you up. And it's worse for this. I wouldn't even want to really try to compare men to women, but women narcissists are, in my opinion, are worse than men who are narcissists. Because women hide that shit so well. And a lot of women take advantage of the fact that they're a woman. And this society always looks at women as innocent first before the men. I mean, things are starting to catch up now. Things are starting to flip. And the truth is starting to be seen that women is just as bad, or if not worse than men. There's those who have narcissistic traits, and there's those who have the full disorder. She even told me that she's been diagnosed with bipolarism. I think it's a lot more going on there. Like borderline